Hello. We're going to take a brief look at RSF-HA, a complete replication and high availability solution that gives you, as we say, high availability without the headaches. RSF-HA has all of the features you'd expect in a high availability solution. You can easily replicate libraries and all of the objects that live in libraries, IFS directories and files, user profiles and authorization lists, authority changes for library and IFS objects, system values and network attributes, configuration changes and TCP/IP attributes, even spool files and message queues. In a word, any changes that show up on the source machine are automatically replicated to the target machine. Add to this role swap support and you've got a complete HA solution. Compared to the competition, RSF-HA is easier to install, easier to set up, easier to monitor and maintain. RSF-HA offers you a complete solution for one price, and RSF-HA saves you a bundle of both time and money. Let's take a closer look. Installation is easy. You can install RSF-HA from the web or from a CD with a single load run command. When installing from the web, we give you a neat graphical install interface. Just download the install file, enter the IP address of the iSeries machine you're installing to, enter your user ID and password, and click Run. The rest is automatic. Once installed, type a simple command to see the RSF-HA source machine menu. Here, you can see groups of options for creating connections between machines, setting synchronization attributes, starting and ending the replication process, and monitoring the progress of it all. From the source machine menu, you can select option 88 to see the target machine menu. Here again, we see groups of options for establishing connections, setting synchronization attributes and options, and monitoring progress. Here, of course, the options are from the point of view of the backup or target machine. While we're here, we might as well start the server function using option 2, which gets this machine ready to receive a connection from the other machine. And here, we see the command prompt for starting the RSF server function. Switching back to the source machine menu, we can select option 1 to define a connection to the other machine. From this display, we press F6 to define a new connection. Voila! A command prompt is displayed, allowing us to define the new connection. I've given it a name of DR machine, indicated that this is a TCP/IP connection, and noted the IP address of the other machine. When we press Enter, the connection definition is added. Key a T for test in the option field beside the new connection to test it. Perfect! The connection is all set to go. That's all there is to setting up an RSF-HA connection between two machines. Before going further, it's useful to collect some information about your machine that will help make setting up replication easier. Select option 82 to display the Tools menu. Options 30 through 36 on the Tools menu are helpful with the initial setup. Use option 30 to create a separate subsystem, job queue, job description, and user library to use with replication. use options 31 through 35 to run individual reports that collect useful information such as library sizes and cross-library logical file dependencies. Or even better, use option 36 to submit a batch job that will run all of the reports for options 31 through 35 in one fell swoop. Then it's back to the main menu. Now, let's look briefly at the three options used most often. The first is option 40, Work with Sync Attributes. This option gives us a bird's eye view of the whole replication process. What's being replicated? When was the last successful checkpoint? When was the last error? In addition, from the Work with Sync Attributes display, we can easily change synchronization attributes by keying option 2 beside any item, display logs of recent errors by keying option 5 beside any item, start replication for a library, IFS directory, etc. by keying option 8 beside any item, display the journal entries or journal attributes for the journal associated with an entry using options 10 and 12. Compare the source and target libraries or directories by keying option 16 beside an item. Here we can see at a glance how things are going. The next option we will often use is 20 to start replication. There are other options, 21 through 27, that let you start synchronization for one or more libraries, IFS directories, etc. But the custom start option, 20, is the one you will use most often because it starts replication exactly the way you want for the complete set of libraries, IFS directories, and system information that you want to replicate. Here you see the command prompt for the customized starting of replication. Note that the command names a user program to call. More about that in a bit. The third option you will frequently use is 30 to end replication. This is pretty straightforward. Here we see the command prompt that allows you to end all replication jobs neatly at a synchronization boundary.